Hello guys, and welcome. It's been a while since my last stream, but I really want to get into working on this game again. I've built most of this game. I'm about to start working on again for a competition that was running last August. And I recently showed it in a presentation, and some people just asked me to just continue working on it. So I thought it might be a great thing to do live on stream, just to check if everything is still working. So what I'd like to work on today is a little issue where sometimes two mobs are in the same place and are fighting you from the same place. And when that happens, you can kill one, but the other one just, well, doesn't really work anymore and just keeps standing there, but you're not fighting that mob anymore. First, let me show you the game. I've got it running in Chrome right here. And it's basically a roguelike. And the objective is to find, I believe it were 5 pieces of your plane. And the idea of the competition was to build it in 13 kilobytes. So I still hope to get it below 13 kilobytes. By looking at tiles, you can walk to that tile, and it's turn-based. So when you walk to a tile, mobs walk one step as well. Let's see, you can look around. Now, one thing I'd like to add as well is the camera movement. I want the camera to be always looking at the front or the back of the player. Let's see if we can attack one of the creatures. Now, there isn't any AI on the creatures yet. There is an attack. So now we have that issue already. So now there are 2 mobs in this tile. And when I kill one, I don't think it's killed yet, but they're both fighting me at the same time. This one is missing. Now one fell. But now the game doesn't know there is a mob in the tile, so we're sharing the same tile now. So now I have to remember what I did with the mobs and the tiles. But I shouldn't be able to just move in the same tile anyway, so let's work on that. Moving to the mob, I'm using A-frame for the code. I have to keep an eye on the statistics of the stream. I used to have a lot of dropped frames and even the connection dropping on me. So I upped the limits. It should be all good right now, so that's great. Let's see. Yes, I really would like to implement A-star for pathfinding one day, but Is the player position. I'm using short names. I think I'm going to rewrite that as well. Let's just rename this to player position, since that 13 kilobytes isn't that holy anymore. So A is a vector of the player position and B is a vector of the mob position. And there should be, yes, that map. It should be updated as well. I'm keeping this map is just well, it is a canvas actually, where I just draw and read pixels at the position, and there should only be one pixel of a certain color. This is the mob. Let's see, can I add breakpoints here? A lot of things have changed since I last worked on this game within Visual Studio Code. Let's see. Now there is one mob moving. I'm not sure which one. Just want to see what happens. This GM map is the map. There doesn't seem to be any syntax highlighting in there. Yeah, I think I am still going to debug it in Chrome as well. So GM map. Map geo. It's an entity. I should even be able to show it. Let's remove this breakpoint. Let it run. Switch to Chrome. Map geo. I remember there was a way to show the map on screen for debug purposes. The map should be visible. I can't remember how I did that. Let's move this down. No, I think it should be done from code. Let's try it again. Add a breakpoint at the same position. And let's move to a new tile. Yes. This one is still thinking there's a debug position here, a breakpoint here. So GM map is a component, and there is a map context, a canvas, and this canvas is hidden, I think. Let's see. It's display. Let's just try something. GM map. I don't think this has a style. Was it canvas? Oh, map context. Map context. So this is the canvas. It's not hidden. But it is. I can't remember. Well, I have to figure it out sometime. It's not really that important. Anyway, it's reading and writing pixels. 88 is a mob, I think. So it's removing the old data and writing the new data. I think this might be needed to be a 2. No, it can only move if there's no... Yes, I think... where are you? This says if data 0. I'm not sure what data 0 is. But if it's 0, it repeats. So if it's not 0, there is a floor. But it can also be a mob, so we should also repeat while C data is 0, or see that 2 is not 0. So if there is anything we try to move to a new position, as long as the pixel we're getting back is 0, so it's possibly outside of the map, or if there is a mob in there. Let's try this. Now I've got in this terminal, I've got a watch running, so if I change anything, it just builds that new, that change. So if I don't have to rebuild everything again, and I'm running the game inside this PowerShell window. It's just running locally on an HTTP server. Let's refresh and see what happens if we can catch a mob moving on the same place. Running very slow. Well, it should be working now. Yes. Let's go that way. Okay. I think it's not working. Old. Oh yeah. I just copied it. It should be C data. Okay, let's refresh. And try again. Let's see if there are any mobs nearby. Let's move this out of the way. There are some mobs there, so let's move over there. I haven't wrote any test. Yes, they move in the same tile because they are attacking me, but if I go out of the way, no, they're not moving into the same tile anymore. No, I think we fixed the issue. Let's kill this one before he kills me. Yay! Now the purple ones are a bit harder to take down. There is an issue with you have to position the reticle again on a tile to move there again. I think I'm going to die. Yes, it's game over. But I think I fixed the issue, so let's check the changes, and I renamed that one. This is just the compiled version, and I did some changes in the launch. And this is the change. Let's see what we can do next. I really want this. Let's move it to the done section. Didn't know I did some changes somewhere else, but well, whatever. I go to get page. No. Right. The shaders and edge, yeah, that's something. I think there was an issue. Well, not really in the shaders, but an edge. Let's just see if that's fixed. Let's go to local host. Let's go to localhost 1317. Since it's running there. There was an issue with the shaders. Well, I thought it was with the shaders, where the shader on the floor, there basically are two shaders. One is billboarding and one that's on the floor, and the floors weren't rendering. But I think they are now. I think they render correctly. So that's nice. So that's great. Let's see what we can do next. Most of them are pretty big. Improving the text in VR is not something I can do on stream. If I do that on the stream, you just see me wearing a headset all the time. You can see. I have to figure out a way to stream that. I think we're just going to leave it at this for today. Just going to play the game some more. Just restart it. See if we can find some of the... Next stream will be longer, I think. Oh, nice, a diamond sword, a diamond shield. Right, there is an issue. It got stuck. I think there might be a situation where We just created a new issue. What if there is only one way to move? And that's into a mob. Yes. Oh no! There will always be a way. There aren't any tiles that are just in one place, but there might be situations at the end of a point in a map where a mob can't move only in one direction. I think it should just, like, maybe we can do something like this. Let tries is say, well, how many times can we try? Like 10 times? So if we try a random direction 10 times, in the 10 times we didn't find a way we can move, I think it should be, well, then just don't move. Just skip this turn. And it's only this mob that's moving, so I guess I'm doing too much C# lately. If it tries is equal to 0, then just return. Just leave it. Just, well, whatever, and just do nothing. So we try 10 times. If we try it 10 times, then just forget it and just, well, then don't move. So now it never should get stuck. I'm not sure if this 10 times because it's random, but there are only like 8 directions. 8 directions. Well, 7 directions if it's stuck. Yeah. If it doesn't find one in 10 tries, it's just going to skip it. Let's try this. Shall we run? 2 mobs. Now these mobs seem to move with some AI, but they're just moving random. Let's fight this one. And then let's see, where shall we go? It's a dead end, but yes, it's a sword. I really want some way of like having the main character show what he's wearing. And it's actually very hard to do in VR. The UI with the text doesn't really work in VR. That text is really web or 2D. No, it's not really 2D. Well, it doesn't work in VR because you're watching the reticle, and that's not. I don't like that as well. It's just a fixed point in depth, and the same goes for the text. You have to really focus, and it doesn't really work. There should be a health bar above or below the main character or something. And one thing what I really want to add as well is like biomes. So I've got a couple of variations of grass and a couple of variations of rock and sand. And I want to group them together. So you got a sandy biome and a grassy biome. And there is some lava and some water in here, which I'd like to animate as well. And if possible, I would like to keep it below that 13K. And during the competition there was a time limit as well. And there's a piece of the plane. Let's see if we can reach it. What happened? Just clicked next to the screen, I guess. Now if we're moving in this direction, I want to be able to see where I'm going. So I want the camera to turn to the back of it. And that's something you normally won't do in VR, but in this case it's like a third-person view of the game. I think there's like a wing or something in the distance. There's some part of the craft there in the distance as well. Let's go this way. Let's try to avoid those. I believe the weapons and there are basically three shield types and 3 sword types. I think it's iron, gold and diamond. Oh, we're going too far. Let's go and pick up the piece of the plane. Let's go this way. Come on! Yay! The right wing. Can we see anything else? No. I think the other one was in that direction, so let's go there. Yes, a golden shield. Now the golden shield is better than the iron shield. And I think it's just the chance of getting hit differs a bit. What can I move there? Yes. There in the distance it is. So can we reach it from here? I think we can. But there are 2 red aliens. So let's try to avoid them. Let's hope they move out of the way. No, I think we have to fight. Let's fight one. Ouch. They deal a lot of damage. I think we're still fighting with an iron sword, so yes, we got him. Now mobs are placed. Let's see. Oh, this is hard. I want the sword and the shield to take damage, so they break eventually. The thruster. Let's have a look at the lava in the distance. Now because I've got a better sword, I can one-hit these. Now right now we can walk across lava. I want this to be animated, that would be nice. Another iron sword. And a heart. And there is another piece of the plane. But I'm not going over there today. I'm gonna leave it at this. I hope to be able to stream pretty much every day for the next week. And hope to make some progress. I'm just going to commit this last change. And the mob movement. And push it. And there we go. With that, I really like to thank you for watching. And I hope to see you again next time. Have a great day.